Hey guys, it's Cerulean and Jake bringing to you another episode of Pikmin 2. So in this episode, we're going to be picking up right where we left off. I haven't even put my Pikmin away. We're going to bring out the old 20 times 5. 20 of every Pikmin. This is primarily because I don't exactly remember all the threats that we will be running into. As I did with the last one. And we'll just, we're just gonna play it by ear. We're not gonna look anything up. I do happen to know a few important things about the upcoming trials we will face. And that is that this is less of a quest for our Pikmin and more troublesome for our captains, actually. I like to call this a high captain damage cave that we're going to be going into here. So definitely make sure you're not going to hop in here like maybe you were doing some overworld stuff earlier. Make sure you don't come in here with damaged captains. We're going to be We're going to try to be taking no damage. Obviously, we don't want to take damage if we can avoid it. However, there are just some situations in this upcoming cave that, I mean, it's hard to avoid, man. It really is. So here we are. The last cave of the starting area. Another cave discovered. Venturing to the farthest reaches has proven rewarding. You may be tired of walking, but just one last leap remains. Now, go get that treasure. It's going to be a bit more than one last leap, because we have the Frontier Cavern, what I was referring to in the last episode. All threats are present. I think this is the first time, other than the submerged castle, that we've seen this. The submerged castle is obviously a unique circumstance where all threats are present, but you can only use blue Pikmin anyway, so it doesn't matter. If I remember correctly, on this sublevel, maybe I'm wrong. Could have sworn there were some Boldmen. And you do want to be careful here, because there is one other thing I'm recalling. Yep, there he is. This guy right here. We're going to try to flip him a couple times, because he's going to get us some sour sprays. But he will definitely kill you. I'm not sure if we've seen him before. He works like the glistening beetles. Except he spits out poison. What am I saying? He doesn't spit it out. He farts it out. Or they were being immature. They knew what they were doing. It's a kid's game. Come on. We can be okay with some farts here and there. There we go. Grab all this. But yeah, you just want to be careful of those, because you don't want to accidentally get your whole army poisoned and nothing you can do about it. Here you go. Just pick up these bodies. I need to get those sour sprays over there. Essence of Rage. Still having that problem. Are we done with that? Alright, I'm just gonna push old Presidente in here. In there. Some for ourselves. Get set up here. It's not something that happens very often, is getting more... They're not sour sprays. I've been calling them sour now. This whole episode, the bitter sprays. Not something that happens very often. You get more bitter sprays than you have spicy sprays. I mean, they kind of knew how powerful these things were. Oh boy, okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, good. I gotta scratch my face. Let's go ahead and get as many bitter sprays as we can here. There's definitely going to be some tough fights coming up in the next area. The next area that we go to, the Wistful Wild, let me tell you, it is no joke. There seems to be a small incline there. It is no joke, and you gotta be prepped. Honestly, I wouldn't be entirely opposed to doing a day where I farm out ultra spicy sprays. Because bitter sprays are nice, don't get me wrong. And I do want them. But you can't deny how good extra damage and extra speed is. Nothing else? Oh, hell. There's another one? Where is he? Oh, he's in my army. Yeah, they'll do that sometimes, so decide to be assholes. Go right into your army. That was what I was hoping to avoid. But it's alright. We recovered. Now, where the hell is this treasure? Is it buried over here? I don't think anything should fall. Seems like the gimmick of this one was just the farting bugs. So yeah, we should be safe from this point forward. Just go ahead and push the president into this ultra bitter spray. I almost called it sour again. But I mean, so like I was saying, they know how good these things are, and they try not to give them to you too much. Honestly, this is actually, this is probably the best way to farm them, now that I'm thinking about it. There are the ultra bitter plants. You could just spend a day farming berries constantly. But if we're being real, this is probably just the best way to do it. You come down here and you can almost guaranteed get 6. And I don't think they go away if you choose to escape the cavern with the menu. I'm pretty sure you get to keep them. The only thing that it drops is it drops all the treasure that you've gotten. So, should be fine. That is not something I've ever done, though. I've never felt the need to farm those out. I think I remember what this sub-level is. And so far, we're fine to just... just go full ham with our purple Pikmin here. Perfect. Now, what's over here? Yep, that's what I was thinking. Is there a hidden treasure over here? No? Just... do that. Bring all the water over here. We have 2 decorated cannon wheels. Get these guys to kill each other somehow. That boulder can't seem to pick it up already. So we're just gonna bake this on down. Okay, buddy. There we go. We're gonna try to bait this in a circle. Right back at you. Go. Perfect. Now we don't even have to deal with them. Boy, do I have a surprise for you. Oh, come on. Whatever. Alright. I mean, that pretty much does it. Let's just get all the rest of the Pikmin, come in here, and get the stuff out of here. I'm curious, can I shorten the trip? I can! I need some of those yellow Pikmin back. Hold on. There we go. We don't have to make our way around. That makes things so much easier. That's one of the lost aspects of yellow Pikmin. It's like you really don't use the height of their jumps unless you absolutely need to. It's just not something that necessarily comes up all that much. So, this is still the same recording session, but last episode was just so long that I decided to take a little break in between. It took about, I'd say, 30-minute break. Maybe a little bit, maybe more like 45-minute break. Because I had to go downstairs and make the food before I came up and ate it. And I took my time. I didn't really rush through, like, scarf it down or anything. So I'd say about 45 minutes it's been. I've been able to rest my voice for the most part. So I'm able to come back at this with most of my energy. But there's still a little bit of, like, you know, I can feel my throat, like, can we just not talk anymore? Can we be done? Oh, no, you're not the right one. Oh, damn it, I can hear it picking up more. There's a bit of a timer we're wanting to deal with here in this sublevel in particular. There's some Boldman over here. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy since he's roaming and he's seen us. If we did have some open space in our party, we could pick up some Boldmen there. But we do not. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these little baby bull bears. And I will say, do not leave any of your Pikmin back at base. Make sure you have your Pikmin on you. Because if I remember right... Uh-oh. That kind of panics me a bit. Oh, okay. It's just like a buried treasure or something. No, this guy is what I was worried about. This guy, much like the Gatling Groink, is fully awake. So what you can do, however, is he can see you through these walls. He can also eat you through the walls. So try to take less damage. Remember, this is a high captain damage cave. Just keep him distracted. This is the best way to deal with him. Go and kill his little munchkins, because these guys actually do follow him around, making him a lot more dangerous. And now we just want to get you while you're distracted. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We've gotten so many, we may as well use it. Oh, and we got a refund. Don't mind if not even a refund, we actually... That's a payout because of the glitch. So we can go ahead and get the treasure back. And we'll go... Oh. No, that's not what I wanted you guys to do. I didn't realize you guys were together. That was potentially dangerous. Does this look like Danger Chime? Okay, so obviously it's a bell. Does anyone remember? It's like a really old school... It wasn't even an ornament. It was like a little device. And it was shaped like a bell. And you go to the bottom of the bell. There's like a little speaker, and you could turn it on. And the moment you turned it on, it would start playing music. And it's been so long since I've really listened to Christmas music that it's an old classic that I'm thinking of, but I genuinely just do not remember it. It's the da 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 da. That one. My grandpa had one of those. Where the moment you turned it on, it would play that through the speaker on the bottom. But it wasn't like a bell. You don't shake it. It was just a little electronic device. I don't know why, but like I remember that, and I just kind of wonder if anybody else had that. I don't know. It could have just been like a fairly uncommon thing that my grandpa specifically found. They decided to grab, but I mean, he always brought it out every Christmas, and I remember he used to annoy all the adults so much because I mean, my grandpa, he was kind of like the center of the family. You know, everyone always goes to Grandpa's house for Christmas, Thanksgiving. Just everything was happening at Grandpa's house. So he used to bring that out every Christmas, and all the adults would get so annoyed because the kids would turn that thing on and start playing it, and it was so loud. And it was the sound that came out of it, like it wasn't like an MP3. They weren't playing like a full-on MP3 of that song. It was like little bit tunes. It's kind of hard to describe because the audio was so bit crushed that you would find better music on like the original Game Boy. I can't quite remember. I want to say this is like this sublevel is electric and bombs. Alright? Oh, it's electric and bumbling glitch bugs. I mean, we could just take the safe way. Yellow Pikmin only, beat up the snitch bug first. Preferably we don't lose a bunch of yellow Pikmin right at the start of the sublevel where yellow Pikmin are important. There we go. Got rid of him. I want to say that there's another one. There is. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of him. Was that a snitch bug or was that another snitch bug? Not sure. It's a normal snitch bug. We can reflower him later. Less worried about that. More worried about the damage my captain can take. There we go. This guy's dead. Now we get the swooping snitch bug. Is that another one? It is another one. So why was it coming at me? I didn't even have any Pikmin at the time. Guy's back. Up. Go. Let's go get this guy down if we can. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It kind of just goes into like an invincible mode. No matter how many times you hit it with a Pikmin, it just immediately runs him off. I hate it when they do that. Got him. Alright, now, with those guys dead, if the only other threat here is electricity, I think we just take our yellow Pikmin and... Nice. We can reflower off of this. Shit. Okay, also bombs. Noted. You fucker. If I haven't noted yet, the bumbling snitch bugs, In order to get out of their grasp, you just you twirl the control stick as fast as you can. Yeah, I can deal with an egg falling on my head. I'm not really broken up about that. Any other treasures here? No. But there is a purple candy pot bud, and I know that I have the infinite farm set up for purple Pikmin. But we may as well take them while we got them. And I don't think that there's any... Well, there is one. There's one fire threat that I can think of that purples cannot take care of. But the only one that red Pikmin have to be responsible for is fiery bulb axes in the absence of water. If there's no water, then it's gotta be red Pikmin. Which I think, I'm not sure if it's this cave, but I think there is a sub-level coming up not too far in the future that will have one. So it is good to keep a healthy supply of red Pikmin. But 15 red Pikmin, spicy sprays, bitter sprays, we can take it just fine. We just probably don't want to have less than 15. Just to be safe. Oh, I guess one of the things I should note about the fiery bulblet that's coming up, you do have to kill it, because it has a treasure inside it. This sub-level. This is an interesting sub-level. And it's part of the reason that I deem this to be a high damage sub-level for your captains. Because this is a rest sub-level that, weirdly enough, has enemies. Not only are there caustic dweevils that can drown your Pikmin, but there's also mamoots. Now, mamoots can't kill your Pikmin. As a matter of fact, they're actually more helpful to your Pikmin than harmful. However, they definitely hurt your captains. They are no friend to your captains. So what I recommend is you actually just stun your Pikmin and you get your captains out of there. You don't want them to be any part of that. Also, one of them is holding a treasure that gets a little cutscene here. Processing. How strange. An atypical metal object came from inside that bizarre being. It appears to be a giant metal hand. Perhaps it is an ancient work of art. So yeah, we just want to go ahead and disband our Pikmin. I do want to get the captain out of the way. Yeah, these guys. I'll have these guys that I have left take care of this Mamoot. Now, the reason that Mamoots are not dangerous to Pikmin is that by smacking them into the ground, they actually instantly flower them, which is super handy. Especially since this is a rest sub-level with not only purple candy pot bud, but an ivory one as well. So your newly sprouted Pikmin can instantly get their flowers just by standing around these guys. And thanks to our Pluckaphone, it doesn't take long to get them back. That's a little unfortunate. I'm kind of hoping he would smack those guys into the ground. There we go. So now that all these guys are in the ground, we can go ahead and just pluck all of these. Oh, he's going to run over to us. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, turn your ass around. There we go. ahead and pluck everybody. Go. Let's go ahead and take back the fist. And I guess we could take the mermaids back. Doesn't really matter. By the way, something that I learned later when they make a return in Pikmin 4, this little texture that they have on their body, I kind of interpret that to be stone, like they're big bodies of stone. They're kind of like golems. That little texture that they have on their body, it's fur. I didn't know that, and it's kind of gross. This object seems to replicate a humanoid fist. A glove, much like it would lay... much like it once lay in my junk hole. And here is that very glove. I have just found the missing rocket fist in my junk hole. Tap A 3 times to launch it. 1, 2, punch! Wait. I never actually sat down to read that. So we're not even using the treasure that we got to boost up our punching. We're using something the computer forgot we already had. Interesting. So anyway, the way that this works is your captains now have an increased damage on their punch. Not in the sense that their basic punch does any more damage, but you can do a combo punch. 1, 2, and 3. And that little wind-up, that big fist, that does more damage. So that's what we got going on for us now. It is nice, especially if you are not very confident in getting your Pikmin through certain situations alive. It's a lot easier to kind of kite around with your captains. But I have found that the better you get at Pikmin... Huh! Alright, good. I needed that to kill because this asshole is coming over here. Come on. I'd actually prefer it if you could see me now. Hey, look over here. There you go. Come get me, buddy. No. Come get me. Look at all these delicious Pikmin. That would be the end of it. Alright, perfect. As I was saying, the better you get at Pikmin, the less you really need to handle with, like, punching them down with your captain. There are certain things, like the armored cannon beetles, the decorated cannon beetles, rather. No matter how good you get at Pikmin, I just recommend making them bolder themselves. There's realistically no reason why not. It's very easy. I played that very wrong. Well, I didn't pay too much HP for it. And now that water dumple's getting in the way, I need a nice round trip here. Damn it. I need it to go this way. Maybe. Come back. No. Come on. You can do it. Get back up here. Yeah, there we go. So that's all the threats out of the way. Now we just need our blue Pikmin. So we spin these again. Try blues here. Nice. I am glad that I chose yellows. I kind of came at this from the perspective that we just had a sub-level where the yellows were important. So in all likelihood, the blues are coming up. And we can afford to get rid of some yellows. There we go. Go ahead and bring this down. I'm just going to get it down like that. And we're going to quickly... go. Normally I like rushing those guys, but having such a limited amount of blue Pikmin, I'm not wanting to risk anything. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. While that is doing that, we're going to go ahead and take care of this fire spout. Come on. There we go. Get all the rest on this piece here. Alright. And it's as simple as that. Sub-level done, I think. I hope. We'll get one captain up here. And we'll go, take a look. It doesn't look like there's any other ways to go. Easy as that. Now, obviously, in theory, you could go ahead and get your Pikmin across this little gap, but there are, like, I mean, one of them was just straight up sitting in the water, and the other one, I don't really see how you would get it off the top of that. You really do need the blues here. No getting around that. So right here we have a Black Queen, otherwise known as the Priceless Statue. Followed by... a little bit of chess humor that anybody who's played, like, I don't know, 30 minutes of chess should understand. A White King, otherwise known as the Worthless Statue. Moving on. So what else do you have for me? This has been not so bad so far. We haven't even needed to reset like we did twice? I think it was twice in the last cavern. And we've already gotten past the rest sub-level. What is this? What do you have for me here? I remember this. Yep, this is Falling Rocks. Alright, this is run through and scout everything with your captain, the sub-level. Okay, so there actually wasn't anything over there of importance, so we're just gonna ignore it. Instead, okay, so there's a bell here that we want. Now, it is kind of hard to do, but you can actually get these orange spotted bulwarps to go under the falling boulders. But with how quickly the boulders fall, it's not easy, to say the least. Let's go ahead and get our purple Pikmin. Go. Do a little bit of crushing of our own. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this purple in particular. Go grab that. Nothing? Alright, he can work on that on his own. This guy. Now we need our white Pikmin because we have a buried treasure. Zoom through here. Nothing? Falling? We're good here? It appears like we're good here. The only other time it would fall is immediately after excavating this. Let's find out. Okay, well, we don't have enough, so come here. Alright, this little bell made it back. A spouse alert. there's a couple ways I could see them, like, how exactly they were interpreting that. Like, I guess, like, you would tie it to your spouse, and it would alert you when they're coming near? I don't know. It's kind of a weird joke. I feel like, ooh, a flame killer. That's cooler. I feel like I'm missing the joke personally, because that, I don't know, you would just be able to notice if you had a bell tied to you. Frontier. Oh, this is it. All right, so very first thing you want to do immediately: gather your Pikmin, change to your purples. You want to do this quickly. Change to your purples, and if you can, get as many up here as you can. It can be a little awkward. Oh shit, they're already here. Alright, so every now and again, these guys are gonna come through. They are a one-shot, but they eat Pikmin fast. They are little newborn bulbors. So what you want to do after you've done that is you want to go through here with a captain. You want to find... Okay, those guys are fine. They can stay there. But these guys, you want to punch them with your captain. You will take a lot of damage doing this, but you just want to get all of these guys dead. If any of your captains are low, make sure you swap out. And here's our boss. It's actually we're revisiting this boss. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave Olimar there. We're going to take the president and we're going to try to speed through here. Once Olimar takes a bit of damage, we're going to switch and start dealing with all of the newborns. We're going to take a little bit of time. Run up here, switch. Kill. We'll go ahead and kill that one too. Run away. President. Switch. Kill. Switch. This is what we threw our purple Pikmin up here for. So we can immediately have our fighters. And now once you have them all gathered up, you can run this way. I should have got the president a little closer, but it's okay. And now we attack the face. Because the Empress Bullblacks. Oh, damn it. Like I said, these guys eat Pikmin fast. You can't play around with this. The Empress Bullblacks will actually kill her own children by rolling over them. That was almost a problem. She will always, before shaking your Pikmin off, she will always get at least one child out. So you have time. We just have one more cycle here. Our ultra spicy spray should be fine to last through this. And it's as simple as that. Except you do want to go ahead and kill this last one. Alright, we got a child shoot. Olfactory sensors overloading, approaching outer stink limits. The stench must be emanating from that object. So we'll go ahead and just pick that up. Sure thing, we can grab the boss remains as usual. An old tradition. But yeah, I actually, the first time I ever played this, first time I ever played Pikmin 2, I had my first captain death here. And so I believe it was the president. I think it was the president that went down. And Olimar almost also went down. He was like on red health. It was close, but I did manage to make it through. I have since gotten better at it, as you can see. Oh, I guess those guys are still... Those guys are just stuck, because they see our Pikmin back at base and they want it. There is a reason you should leave some Pikmin back at base, and it's to keep those guys staying there. But now we have the repugnant appendage. This object has pockets of air under its surface. It is perfect for the boots I'm making. Processing complete. Nano assemblage of the rush boots is completed. These nullify wind resistance by circulating air beneath the soles. You'll move faster, and you'll no longer be blown away by Puffy Blowhog's nasal blasts. Very nice. Particularly the moving faster part. This is very nice. Especially when you're doing that strat that I taught you about to populate your purple Pikmin. Very, very helpful. But we don't really need to wait for the boss. This is plenty of money. We've already paid off the debt. Let's go ahead and escape. That is all 15 treasures worth 1,400 Pokos. A single death to a little baby. But those things, those are ravenous. They don't even chew, they just swallow. The game has been saved. I believe that brings us to a close on Valley of Repose. All we have left to do is populate our purple population. Which I can go ahead and check to see how many we got. Let's see, before we end the video. 93. I'll actually only need to do one trip. You know what? This is going to be the last episode of my recording session, because I want to tackle the Wistful Wild, like, as its own thing. Like, in its own session. So... you know what I'm going to do? I had some topics I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get real with you guys. Initially, I had two other topics I could talk about. The first of which is further details about the Chufty League and like what I was thinking, how I'm excited, you know, what my team is like. I could talk about that, but I feel like that's better left once the Chufty League actually starts. I'll start talking about all that when I'm doing it and in those videos. No, instead I have a different thing I'd like to talk about. You see, I've been having this thing, and I want to see if anybody else gets this. I want to see if this is common or if this is kind of just like a me and my friend thing, because I've asked my friend about it. One of my close friends, I hang out pretty much on the daily. And he's felt the same thing. So, you know, it leads me to believe that this is a common thing that everyone deals with. But I don't know. So, you know, let's put it out to the internet. So, I've been dealing with this thing where nothing sounds fun anymore. So like, I'm sure many of you gamers out there have a backlog of games. I mean, games that you bought expecting to play and like, oh, well, I can't play it right now, but it's on sale. Let me go and grab it. I'll play it in a couple days. And you just never do. I had a lot of games. I saw a lot of games get some good reviews. They went on sale. Whatever the reason is that I chose to buy them. But I bought them, never played them. And then there's also some games that I really enjoyed at the time. And I just never got around to finishing them. And, you know, that's one aspect of the issue that I'm dealing with. That's not all of it, though. To extend the issue on, and this is the part that I struggle with more, the part that I'm a little more concerned about, is I have had no desire to play those games or any other games. So take the games that I bought and haven't played at all. There's like a Digimon. I think I don't have Steam open right now, so I can't check. It's like Digimon Evolve or something, and a few other games that you know I bought. I've heard that they're supposedly good. I have no idea what they're really about, but I remember I really liked Digimon back in the day, and I just want to give it a try. And I haven't felt like doing it. Other games that I started playing, never finished, like Sonic Frontiers or Ruined King. I had a lot of fun with those games, never finished them. And then there's just the classic games that I know and love. I can't tell you how many times I've played through Scarlet and Violet, and that thing's been out for only a little over a year. Maybe not a little over. Like a year and a half, I'd say. Whenever I sit down and I'm bored, I think to myself, look at all these games that I could play. I could play the ones that I haven't played. I could play the ones that I started and didn't finish. I could play some of my favorite games of all time. But none of that sounds fun. I don't want to do that. I don't know what I want to do. And I end up just kind of sitting there, not really doing anything. Now, I talked about, I actually have found a bit of a solution in the interim. I talked about it in the last episode, there's a new mode, not a new mode, but a recurring mode that came back out in League called Arena. And I've been playing that, and having a lot of fun with that. But you know, outside of that, you know, what happens when Arena gets old, you know? You know, now we're in real trouble. Because all the other games I haven't been having fun with. I haven't been wanting to play. So, do other people experience that, or is it just like me and my friend? The fact that it is more than just me. My friend experiences this too. I gotta imagine that we aren't the only two people on Earth that deal with this. Do you guys experience that? To any of you at home who... I don't know why I'm saying this, because anybody watching my videos, surely you're a gamer. Like, I can't imagine somebody like... I don't even know what they call you. They colloquially refer to us as gamers. I don't know what they refer to you as, but like big sports fans, I guess. I can't imagine any of you are watching my video at this moment. But if you are, like, you know, maybe not with video games. Maybe you just like, I don't know, I'm watching the game and I'm not into it. I'm not having a good time. I feel like this has to happen to other people. You know, I would think it... Now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm talking it out, it would be foolish to say that out of the billions of people that exist in this world, my friend and I are the only ones who experience this. Obviously, other people do. That would be dumb of me to say. But I guess a better way to ask is less are there other people in the world that feel this? I should ask, what is it? What's going on? Like, or instead of what's going on, rather, what's the fix? Do you just keep hunting until you find a good game that you want to play? Is that the answer? Not really sure. But I've grown a strong distaste toward being bored. Alright, I believe we're done here. This is the way I've gotten, because I hate that feeling of knowing that I have so much to do, so much I can be doing, but I just don't want to. I've grown to hate that, so I describe it as hating being bored. Anyway, I can't really end the conversation with anything philosophical, some sort of insights, or cap off the conversation in a meaningful way, because I personally, I don't know the answer. I don't know what the issue is. But whatever the case is, it's something I deal with. I'm sure other people do. Let me know in the comments if you guys, if you guys have found a way around such things. But anyway, that is it for the Valley of Repose. We have completed it entirely, above and below ground. We have completed the Awakening Wood. We have completed the Perplexing Pool, and that leaves only the post-game exclusive land known as the Wistful Island. This place is no joke. You gotta be ready. And that's why, in the next episode, we're going down with our full army of 100 purple Pikmin. I'll see you then.